That goes for Jaminko, Big Crit Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, J Electron, Tyler McMillan. I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. Trying to make sure your core fans never heard of you niggas. They don't want to hear not one more now, no verb from you niggas. What is competition? I'm trying to raise the bar high. Who trying to jump and get it? You're a better off trying to skydive at the exit window.
All right, welcome to episode 5 of the Big Papi Podcast. I had to double check to make sure we are on episode 5, and yes, we're still here. We have not fallen off the face of the planet. It's been about a week since we dropped the last episode, maybe 8 days. I don't know, but I got a lot to say on this intro, so I'm not gonna waste time reading our numbers this time. So because episode 3, I spent 13 minutes talking for the intro, so I ain't doing that today. Okay. But I do have some shit to address that is relevant to me. So bear with me. I'll be as quick as I can. That way we can get to the main events for the podcast, right? But anyways, so if you don't know already about me, I play a sport called Quidditch, now known as Quadball. And if you wanna, I'll talk about it some other time. I don't got time to fucking describe that game. It's a fucking mess of a sport. It's my mess, but it's a mess. But look it up on YouTube and you'll see exactly. Just click on a video and you'll see kind of how it goes. All right. But the point is, I've been playing.
Harry Potter.
There you go. You can watch Harry Potter, like my man says over here. And for the record, before I do, I am bringing back the certified boogeyman for this episode. Okay, so y'all grab some fucking popcorn and just let me cook. All right, just let me cook today. All right, the boogeyman's a hit maker. All right, but anyway, so I've been playing. I played in my college days for UCI. For the Quidditch people that are gonna watch this, because I'm posting this shit on AQD and USQ West region. I'm posting multiple clips. So if you're tuning in and you see this, you don't know who I am. My name's Tony Gomez. I played for UCI for 3 years starting in 2017. I played until the COVID. The COVID was my last year, so we didn't get that nationals tournament. But that was my last year playing USQ. I was a college kid back then. It's now 2024. I haven't played USQ since, but I did play for WCQ Western Championship Quidditch, and I played for the Aftershock last year when we won the championship, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then this year, I was going to play on the Aftershock. I was very hyped about it. I was hyping it up on Facebook. I was hyping it up on my social media, and I was going to do a podcast covering the Western Championship Quidditch. We were going to do a podcast, me and my co-host, but something happened, and I want to talk about it real quick. I already asked captains for information, so that's why I'm addressing this now, because I was going to do a pod. I already had some of them send me responses, and now I can't do it anymore. So let me tell you why. So essentially, I just felt disrespected by this year's Aftershock team. I did not feel like I was I felt like I earned certain respect from the team in terms of ball carrying, or just I don't know, a role. I felt like I earned a role on this team that I was not being given or even discussed with. Nobody ever told me whether or not I was ever going to do anything in any role, any capacity. We're about 2 weeks away from the tournament now. So yeah, let me tell you. Basically, week after week, there were several incidents where they somehow picked eight Quaffle players over me, and I was on the bench. And I don't know. To me, it just, the first time I'm like, okay, maybe it's just an accident. But then it just kept happening, and I was like, man, is there something? Did I do something wrong? I don't know. Maybe I did. It's possible that I did something wrong. I don't know, but nobody ever told me anything. It just felt like a slight at some point. And then it blew up on last Saturday's practice. I'm not going to give any details. That should stay within the team. But something happened, and it was over the line for me, and I just had to step away from the team. And it was the only solution, okay? To my teammates that are watching this, I know some of you guys are going to tune in to see this part. It's nothing personal, man, to anybody on the team, okay? To anybody. Honestly, it's nothing personal. I had to step back. It was the only solution, to be honest. Because if I stayed on that team, shit was gonna keep going south. Okay, it wasn't gonna get any better because I know who I am as a player. I know what I bring to the table. Okay, and it wasn't gonna improve. I had to step away for the best of the team. All right, and I wish the Los Angeles Aftershock, all the best in the world, man. I hope you win the chip. I do. I'm LA first. You can see this hat right here, LA. I got a Lakers hat right here. Okay, LA first. So I want y'all to win.
The Anaheim Ducks and Anaheim Angels.
Yeah, well, I'm an OC kid, but yeah, I there's no fucking hockey team here. I don't know why you're distracting me. I'm trying to get to this intro, and you're over here.
There is the LA Kings.
But there's the Anaheim Ducks. Okay, and there's just a basketball team. See, you're getting me off track, and then you're gonna blame me for going 15 minutes into the intro. But anyways, so you know, that's what happened on Aftershock. You know, I had to step away from the game. But let me tell you why I kind of feel disrespected. Why I feel I earned my role and my position and the minutes that I feel like I earned on this team. I felt like I should have a big role on this team. And I just wasn't given that, all right? Or I wasn't going to be given that. Based on the practice and what was happening in practices, I just felt like I wasn't going to be given a big role that I felt like I earned. So let's talk about my fucking resume, all right? So y'all know who the fuck you're talking to, okay? So just a couple games that I have fucking dominated, okay? Against regional champions of the West at the time, all right? 2018. The 2019 season, I matched up against the Gambits. All right, on the Anteater Quidditch, a college team. UCI went up against the Los Angeles Gambits, and you know what my stats were? Okay, so there were 80 quaffle points scored for UCI. The final score was 80-70 against the Gambits. I had 3 goals, 2 assists in that game, so I scored or assisted on 5 of those goals. Okay, and let me tell you who was guarding me. I know Celos ain't gonna know who I'm talking about, but he'll understand later. Grant Rose was my matchup in that game, okay? That's who was guarding me, all right? One of the best chasers the West has ever fucking seen was guarding me that game. And you know who made up the rest of that lineup? Michael Richardson, Jenny Yu, Anthony Hawkins, Rich Hatch, and Margot Elliman. Those, Elliman, I don't know. But those were the rest of the chasers that were matching up against me, all right? So if I switched from Grant, I had Michael on me or Hawkins or Jenny Yu, all right? So don't tell me that I've been doing this shit for years, man. Okay, back in my sophomore season, I was putting up those numbers against the Gambits, all right. And the people, Tony Rodriguez wasn't playing. Maybe Tony makes it a challenge. Maybe Tony Rodriguez will make it a challenge for me, but that's a maybe. Okay, maybe I have to work, but I put up 50 basically on y'all's heads as a sophomore in college. Okay, so that was like 6 years ago, fucking 5 years ago. That's what I was doing back then. All right, later that season. Utah State, we match up in the round of 32, right, as the 28th seed against the 5th seed, all right? And for the record, we beat Utah State 2 out of 3 times that year. So for all those people that were saying that it was that we were a fucking Cinderella team or something like that, or I don't know, there was a huge narrative just shitting on Anteater Quidditch that year, that we weren't as good as we were, and then we were carried by one player. That's bullshit, man. We beat Utah State in that round of 32. And the final score was 80-70. So we had 80 points, and I had 2 goals, 3 assists in that game. So again, I put up numbers in some of the biggest games. Gambits were the club champion. Utah State were the college champion of the West. All right, and I put up numbers against both of them. Okay, against Cameron Von Bauer and Calvin Huber, who always get their praise. They deserve it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing y'all. I think you deserve your praise, but I put up. That's who I was matching up against as ball carrier on those games. Okay, I was going up against Cameron and Kellen, and I beat them. I beat them both. All right. So y'all love giving them the respect. Well, where's mine? Right. And I don't need validation. I never have. This ain't me crying for validation. I'm just saying this is who the fuck you're talking to. Okay. And let's not act like I haven't earned my respect. Okay, and then we go on that same year, 2019 playoffs, the tournament, and we go on to face Kansas, KU, with freaking Brandon Tabor on that team. That's who was guarding me a lot of the time. The behemoth of a man. He was huge. He's like, I don't know, 280 maybe, 260. I don't know. He was a big man. I don't know how big he was, but he was a big man, and he was definitely a threat. I think Riley Andrews was on that team at the time. Amongst, I think Rachel England was a beater on that team at the time. And we took them to overtime, man. Okay, we forced that team to overtime in the Sweet 16, and we lost to a snitch catch, obviously. But I kept us in that game, and let me tell you right now, in that Nationals, I played every minute, every fucking game. I came out to catch my breath and to drink some fucking water. That was it. I was right back into that game. My fucking feet were torn up. My cleats were tearing up my fucking feet. That's how bad it was. I had blisters all over my fucking feet. Okay, I played 6 games that tournament, and I played every fucking minute, basically. Okay, so again, do not discount me for what I've done. Okay, people love to give Kobe Kendall and Daniel Belton great teammates of mine. I got all the love in the world for them, but y'all gave them their shine. But the only people who gave me my shine were Elizabeth Barcelos and Ryan Smythe. Shout out Faye Speedit. Shout out West Coast Bias. That was their podcast at the time. Multiple episodes, they would give me my respect. But the rest of the West, honestly, felt like nobody ever fucking mentioned my name. And, you know, to the people that will say, oh, well, you got carried by Kobe and Belton. Well, let's take a look at last year's Aftershock performance, all right? When I played for the Aftershock, after 2 years of not playing Quidditch, I come back to the Aftershock, and I didn't play a single minute with any of these players. Not a single player, all right? You insert me, I show up to 3 out of 11 practices for the Aftershock, all right? And they still make me a ball carrier, all right? So obviously last year's Aftershock leadership gave me my respect and let me ball carry. And I had the best plus minus at every ball carrier, maybe every qualifier player. I don't know, but the point is when I was on the field as ball carrier, the team did the best. Okay, that's just a fact. There are multiple games against Colorado and both games against San Francisco, the Fog, in pool play and in the finals where I came into the game and the momentum shifted and we did not look back in that finals game against the Fog. When I came in, we were tied. And then when I came out, we were up 2, and we did not look back in that finals game. All right? So don't act like I didn't fucking earn my respect. That's why I feel slighted by this year's Aftershock team, okay? And that's, you know, another thing. I'll address kind of what I think the problem is as a whole, but I'll address it in a second. So anyways, obviously I'm not playing for WCQ this year. So what the fuck am I going to do, right? I have this itch to scratch in terms of competition and playing and proving myself once again, because apparently I haven't done it enough over my time as a Quidditch player. So, yeah, I'm a free agent, basically. I don't know what team I'm going to play on. I might suit up for the Lost Boys, depending on what they end up doing in terms of philosophy and mentality. I think that's going to determine whether or not I will play on the Lost Boys, because I think there's a lack of intensity with the Lost Boys and competition. It's going to depend on how they approach this year, because I need the competition, man. That you heard that Kendrick verse at the beginning. If you watched from the beginning, I'm about this is my control verse. I mean, I could be a lot more vicious, but I'm choosing to keep the peace in a way. But yeah, I might go suit up with the Breakers, the Bay Area Breakers. I might suit up with the Seattle Sirens, and I might go play for the Silicon Valley Vipers. I don't know. Me and Max Howard could fucking give teams a headache all across the West if we were to team up together. And maybe I go play for one of the top teams. I don't know, Boom Train and Warriors made the finals. I'm sure they could use a 6'3", 210 freight train who has amazing vision, who can literally find people that no one else can. Okay, so I'm sure those teams could use me, right? But yeah, it's going to depend on what the Lost Boys do. If the Lost Boys end up changing their philosophy, then I'll play for the Lost Boys. But anyways, now I'm going to address the West and honestly the nation a little bit. But, you know, the West has a fucking problem in terms of working hard and really competing, okay? I think we lack intensity. We just, years of excuses, to be honest, when it comes to the West as a general. I mean, we lost MLQ, Major League Quidditch, and we blamed it on geography. It wasn't geography, man. Y'all just don't want to. Y'all don't want to win. Y'all don't want to play. You'd rather do other shit. I know there's a lot of shit to do on the West Coast, and that the Midwest and the Southwest don't get to do. But it's true, man. We have better shit to do apparently than to work hard and actually put in the work to be good to hit a national level, man. I think the problem is there's just lacks. It's the player base. Like people don't want to put in the work. We just don't want to get better. It's honestly the last time the West was relevant on the national stage was when the Lost Boys made the Final Four. That's right. The Lost Boys made the Final Four, and the Gambits ripped the Gambits. The Los Angeles Gambits made the Elite Eight. Okay. And I think why I think they went as far as they did. Not just the talent, because obviously they were talented teams, but it had to do with the fact that there were two good teams in Los Angeles, okay, and they were going neck and neck. You look up the numbers from the matchups, and every game was pretty much close. Okay, every game was close, and they were going after each other. I mean, it was a real rivalry, okay, and we don't have that anymore at least down in SoCal. There really is no reason to get better. I mean, there's nobody pushing us. Okay, I know for a fact that I haven't been pushed at any Aftershock practices. There's a policy on the West, at least. The last time I was actually challenged was when I was in college, man, and playing against Daniel Belton, and if Daniel switched off me, it was Nathaniel Delario, and if it wasn't Nathaniel, it was Tyler Hodges. Okay, and then Kobe Kendall was going up against me as a beater. That's the last time I was fucking challenged. All right, those practices was hard because I had to deal with some real fucking monsters on defense. That's the last time and that's how I got so good playing against and them boys were hitting me hard, man. They were fucking tackling. All right, I told them to. I said I want you to hit me as hard as you can because that's how I'm gonna get better. All right, and on out west, at least when I played with the Aftershock and Lost Boys, y'all don't even hit. Y'all don't really hit. I mean. Go ahead, go ask Daniel, Nathaniel, and Tyler. Were we hitting in practice? Fuck yeah, we were hitting in practice. All right, that's how we get better. Okay, so I don't know. It's a culture thing. We need to get more competitive, more intense. What are your goals? Do you want to win? Because the Lost Boys have bowed out in the Elite Eight for the past 3 years. 3 years, I think. 2. I don't know. I think it's been 3. All right, but come on now. I mean, you guys are better than that. You have so much talent on your team. You have some of the best female chasers and non-binary chasers in the nation, in my opinion. I think Jess Sang and Lindsey Simpson are two of the best chasers in general. Okay, regardless of gender, I think that they are two of the best in the nation has. And somehow y'all are still, bowing out in the Elite Eight every year. Something's wrong. Okay, but. I don't know if it's intensity. I don't know if it's competition. I don't know if it's something else. Okay, but y'all should be doing way better. You should have made the Final Four by now. And think of this as a call to action. I'm not trying to diss nobody. This is not a diss. Don't call it that. But I want competition, man. That's all I want. Let's get better. Let's prove to this nation that we are not a laughingstock. Hell, years ago, we were laughingstock. People would literally make jokes about us. Okay, now I'm talking to the nation. All right, because y'all want to talk shit on the West. You don't even do it anymore because we're not relevant. Shit, you can't even talk shit about us. That's how fucking bad we are. Nobody says shit about us. That's how fucking bad we are. Okay, I actually went on AQD, try to look up the West, and like nobody's talking about us. And to be honest, nobody's talking about Quidditch in general, which is gonna change. Okay, because I'm gonna start talking about it. And me and Silos is gonna learn about Quidditch. And we gonna talk about this shit, mostly the tournaments I play in, but I'll also talk about like important shit. Okay, like the big games. All right, obviously I ain't talking about no scrubs, but I want to do what Face Beat It did for me and pay it back to the UCLA, the ASU, and the Cal programs. All right, I wanna put y'all on for the country. All right, and we got video for them too. So that's something that's never been done, as far as I know, on the podcast scene here at on Quidditch. All right, we got video, so I'm gonna put y'all on. All right, ASU, I think you guys got a real shot at the finals berth, and I'm gonna make sure I talk about it. I can't declare it yet because I gotta see. I might go to the tournament to see y'all show up. I was actually excited to match up against the Arizona team. Maybe y'all can make me sweat. I don't know because nobody else can. So and the Fog, see how y'all match up against the Fog because the Fog are the favorites this year. So let's see. And then the Lights, another Lights, man. I wanted to see what y'all were going to do this year because last year you ain't really do shit. So I wanted to see if this full roster of yours were going to do something. But, I won't get to. Maybe I'll stop by just to see. I want to see the Arizona team. And I want to see the UCLA college, the college kids play. Aiden Perez, Vale, and Sean. I'm missing your last names. I remember reading Christian Krager mentioned Aiden's last name, so that's why I remember his last name. But those three players have such promise. I think they're going to be really, really good. And I don't know anybody on Cal, unfortunately. But I know y'all are working hard, okay? That's the thing. The college programs are going to work hard, okay? And they always have. They always will. Last year, UCLA and Cal went to D2 finals, and Cal was the winner. And then ASU was in D1 last year. But the ASU's going to make a fucking jump. I promise you that. They're going to jump. They're going to make I think they could make the finals. I just got to watch them play again. But last year on WCQ, they balled out. So and they actually were one of the more physical teams last year. So if y'all do what you did last year, shit, you could do numbers, right? And lastly, I mean, this is honestly just something I noticed. So for the past 2 years, there has not been a Texas champion, which is odd. The Heat, I know Cavalry dismantled this past season. They're no longer existing. But the Heat have been around for the past 2 years, all right? And what? Augie Monroe retired. The GOAT of Quidditch retired out of Texas. And y'all just missing finals now? You don't work as hard? Or you needed the GOAT to win championships? Is that what I'm hearing? Because, I mean, I don't know, man. The state of Texas, y'all looking mad weak. You let the Boom Chain and the Warriors win back. Boom Chain 1 year, Warriors the other. And now y'all can't win? Y'all got lazy or what? What's going on? What? I mean, no disrespect to Boom Chain and the Warriors, but y'all used to handle these teams with ease, man. You blew them out, and now you losing to them in back-to-back finals. I mean, you didn't even make the finals last year. This year you didn't make the finals, and the year before you lost to the Warriors. I'm talking to the Texas Country Hill Heat. All right, I don't know, man. Y'all fell off. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I mean? And maybe you need to wake up. I don't know. And I hope I play you, because maybe you'll actually make me work. I don't know. Out west, it's not happening. So, but anyways, I think that's all I have to say about that, about the Quidditch scene. Hopefully I didn't spend like 20 minutes here. What's the time, Silos?
Currently, we are at 22 and a half minutes.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Fuck me, dude. Why did you fucking let me talk this long? Oh, all right, whatever, man.
I don't know. You were all into this Quidditch stuff. Like, I was trying to figure out how do you guys use the flying like brooms and stuff, because that's what I've seen.
I did not expect to take this long, bro. I thought it was going pretty fast, but hey, it is what it is. All right, whatever. Let's get into topic number one. So we're talking Team USA basketball versus and the women's USA basketball. We got 2 Olympic champions. God bless. Got first, America first. So the men's, they both played France, which is fucking funny. I don't know. I mean, France is a baller of a country when it comes to basketball, but.
And they were the hosts, too.
And they were the hosts. That's right. So, Steph Curry put on a fucking show. Let's talk about the men's real quick, and then we'll go into the women's. You said he only put up 8 shots, right? You told me that before the podcast started, and he got 24 points.
Curry only 8 shots. Yep.
Bro,
he was
go watch his highlights.
8 for 14. Only one of the tries was for a 2-pointer, which he missed, but the rest he made, and they were all 3-pointers.
So he had 8 threes, because obviously 8 times 3 is 24. I can do math.
24.
I know. Yeah, that's sensational. The rest of the team did work too. We can't act like they didn't. Nobody else cracked 20 points, but that's not weird for the USA Olympics team. Shit, we know Embiid and Tatum got benched repeatedly in this run. Yeah, I'm looking at KD with 15, LeBron with 14, and Devin Booker with 15. Looks like everybody played in this game, which is nice to see. Looks like the minutes leader was LeBron, of course, King James. You can make all the faces you want on Silos, but it's King James. And, Steph led the team in points and also in field goals attempted. Bam and Anthony Davis did not shoot any shots. Oh, sorry, threes. Bam only took 1 shot. he's not really there for shooting anyways. But yeah, I mean, it was overall it was a great effort. They shot fucking 50% from three, which is insane. The U.S. And they shot 53% from the field, 100% from the field. They did not miss a single free throw, which is amazing. And I'm looking at the France team. Obviously, they had Victor Wembanyama, the best there is, and I say one of the best there is on France at least. And in general, you could argue he's one of the top players in the league already, and he's only in going into year 2. So yeah, I mean, great game. He had 26 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and Gobert came off the bench, which I found kind of weird, but I mean, maybe he just didn't fit the team as well. But yeah, great game. Steph put on a show. He hit that fucking that go to sleep and the too small on multiple players. So yeah, I mean, go ahead, Silos, give your thoughts. But a great performance. It was a little too close, but they got NBA players on that roster. So I mean, what are we gonna do, right? I mean,
yeah, it was a good game, man. The USA pulled it off. I mean, it got close at one point, but at the end of the day, Team USA and obviously Steph Curry stepped it up, and he made sure that nothing happened like against South Sudan where it was that damn close. I'm just glad they freaking won, man. I mean, would he have still been King James if they lost to you? Come on.
Oh, now stop! Don't go there. Don't even go there, bro. You gonna make me
saying.
Like I already ran too much in the intro, bro. It's not even an intro at that point. It's just a fucking segment at that point. It's just me talking.
For real.
Consider that intro a segment. It was just a segment, all right? I'm talking Quidditch. We're gonna cover it anyway, so it was just a Quidditch coverage there.
I know, because it sounds like an interesting game, I mean,
it is
80 points. But
it's complex. We'll each goal is 10 points. It's 10 points, yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, we'll never let the USA men's team live down that South Sudan game, man. That's never. We're always gonna bring that shit up, okay?
I mean, yeah, I get it. It wasn't an official Olympic game, but come on, you still got to go out there and play, and you got to make sure that you let the world know who number one is. Right.
I mean, yeah, it's just no excuse. I don't care. You got so much talent on the team, but anyways, we can move on to the women's game. Granted, the women's game was a lot closer than the men's game. They won by 1. I think the score was 67-66. If you watched it, France made a go-ahead bucket at the end, and she had her foot on the line. Which is kind of reminiscent of Kevin Durant in 2021 against the Milwaukee Bucks when he took a shot that literally had his fucking toe on the line. And I mean, yeah, it could have tied the game, sent the game to overtime, and we would be maybe talking about how the USA women's team lost because they were balling. The French women's team was fucking going neck for neck with the best of the WNBA. And we talked about the WNBA 3 out of 4 episodes, and now it's going to be 4 out of 5. But they're ballers, man. I mean, we keep saying it over and over again to go watch the women's the women's NBA. They put up a show every time. The Stars, okay? We did say how the Stars, there's a big skill gap. The Stars are ballers, bro. Step back threes, fucking shimmies, the handles are there, all that stuff. And what was her name, Silos? The woman from the French team. Do you remember who it was?
Which one? The
one who hit
the one that hit the threes.
The threes with the
You Can't See Me.
Yeah, the You Can't See Me.
That was Fatu or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But
she had a weird name.
She had a weird name. I took French in high school. But man, if I could pronounce the name still, it'd be a different story. But she was a fucking baller. She hit some step back threes, and then she also she hit a You Can't See Me over. I don't know who it was. The screen, it was kind of hard to see who it was, but I feel like it was Jewel Lloyd. I don't even know if she was on the roster. That's the thing. Like,
no, she wasn't.
I have a beef with ESPN and Bleacher Report. they suck at reporting when these games were going on. I had no idea when these teams were playing. And the naming these rosters, it was hard to fucking find. I mean, I looked up the women's French roster. I couldn't even fucking find it. It took Silos found it. I don't even know how he found it, but it's ridiculous, man. It really is.
We're genius.
Yeah. But yeah, they put on a show. The women, I mean, you know, they got the win, right? A win is a win. I know you love to say that saying now to throw it in my face with your loser ass Dodgers, but that chip don't count. But yeah, I mean they got the win, man. It was close, too close for comfort, you know. But you know I think that just says that the international women's basketball game it's improving. It's just like the men's game is. You know, it's getting better. We're getting better women. I definitely saw a lot of talent on the French team, and give them the respect, man. They got that silver medal. So, but yeah, without further ado, you want to move on, Silos, or you got some shit to say about the women's
just
game?
really quick. I mean, like kind of like what you said. You know, this women's basketball is really getting up there. You know, and the competition's really good. I mean, that last shot. I mean, for half a second, I mean, if they wouldn't have played that replay with her foot on the line, I would have sworn that was a 3-pointer for half a second. So it was really damn close. If she was, and granted, if she was 3 inches behind, I think she still would have made that, and I think she would have tied the game, and it would have just been a much better game. But honestly, to me, it was a lot more entertaining than the men's basketball. But that's just my point of view.
Agreed.
But
okay.
From there, we can move on.
Go ahead, take us into topic your Frogers. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, because you're saying that they're gonna finish in third in the National League West. That's just very ludicrous. I don't know. I'm gonna have to drug test you, sir.
Okay.
Because
tell the audience what we're talking about, though, because you didn't really tell them what the
I did.
topic
Well,
is.
I mean, this man here is saying that the Dodgers are gonna end up in third place in the National League West. Third place, because he says that the Padres and the Diamondbacks, who are only 3 games back, by the way, they're doing very good because I believe they're 9-1 in their last 10. The last time we checked, Dodgers are 7-3.
They're actually
No,
8-2.
sorry, 8-2.
I'll correct you. See, I'm not
8-2.
delusional. I don't lie to myself like y'all.
No,
but
8-2. And today they did lose.
So that would make them 7-3 then. So you're right.
7-3.
They were
I kind of. Unfortunately, they did lose today with the return of Walker Buehler. But that being said, let's be realistic. They are 1 game behind off being the best record in the league, and they also have had about 20 plus players on the injured list. And we're not talking about scrubs. We're talking about, players that, count. Mookie Betts, Walker Buehler, Freddie Freeman, Tyler Glasnow, Tony Gonsolin, Broussard Gratterall, Michael Grove, Jason Hayward, Kyle Hurt, Joe Kelly, Clayton Kershaw, Dustin May, Bobby Miller, Evan Phillips, Miguel Rojas, River Ryan, Emmett Sheehan. That's just to name a few. And some of them are back and some of them out for the season. And yet, with battling all these injuries, they are still 1 game behind the best record in the league. Still, with injuries.
So what you're saying is, had you had a full season in 2020, maybe you wouldn't have made it to the World Series, huh? Sounds
That's not what I'm
suspect
saying.
to me.
I'm saying that even with these injuries, they're still at the top of the league.
When you play a full season, injuries happen. Oh, when you got a 60-game season, you have.
If you notice, the majority of these injuries happen to pitchers, and I think it has to do a lot with this 15-second clock going down. Because last year it was 20 seconds, and now it's 15 seconds.
So,
and what's going to happen next? What's 10 seconds? Like, come on, you gotta. I mean, I get it. We don't want to spend there and watch a pitcher sit there and just look at the catcher for a minute. Totally get that. But, I mean, when you're rushing them, sometimes, honestly, these injuries are going to happen. Because it's not only happened to the Dodgers, but the Dodgers do have the most days missed by players in the entire league. Like they have the most injuries in the league. Yet again, they're still one game behind the best team in the league right now.
You just keep proving my fucking point about that fraudulent ass Mickey Mouse run, bro. I swear to God, keep talking because I love it. Keep going. Tell me again.
How they're still at the top of the league with all these injuries?
The record don't say everything, man. You don't. The record don't say everything.
How?
You know that.
How does it say everything?
It doesn't.
They're still winning.
I'm saying it doesn't say everything. Look at stretches and look at the details in the record. Okay, you have stretches where you don't do what you're supposed to do, and you'll fucking have games,
and that happens.
Yeah,
because it's happened to the Yankees, it's happened to the Orioles, it's to all these top teams.
You have a history of this shit, okay, and you do it all the fucking time. And when it matters most, when you don't have a Mickey Mouse run, you will choke in the playoffs, and you might be a wild card this year, for you, honestly, because I mean,
it's not going to be. They're going to take the National League West, bro.
They're now both. You said 3 games. Now they're 2.5 games back, both of them. Okay, because they have the same record.
2.5.
They're hitting the baseball like crazy, and you lost to the fucking Brewers today, man. The fucking Brewers are trash. I don't care about the Brewers record. The Brewers have one of the easiest divisions in the fucking league. Okay. And you lost to them today, so stop it, okay? That's my point. You had to go trade for Jack Flaherty to even fix some problems because your fucking pitchers were trash, okay? So don't get me started on that shit, all right? You had to go trade for Jack to improve your roster. You didn't have enough? You didn't have enough players? You want more? You want what you want?
Sure, we got the money. Why not?
You want to go trade for Aaron Judge now? You want to go get Aaron Judge?
Shit, we'll take him. Hell, we'll take Mike Trout.
You want Bobby Witt Jr.? Yeah, you can't afford Mike Trout. But
shit, we can't. Hell yeah, we can. Trust me. We'll make that shit. We'll put that shit on layaway, bro. We'll pay him in like 20 years.
Go get Bryce Harper next. Go ahead. Go get Bryce Harper.
Absolutely.
Go get Pete Alonso. Go get Pete Alonso. You need all the help you can fucking get, apparently. But shit,
yeah,
your
we're still
fucking
at the top of the league, bro.
Your team is so fucking.
All these injuries and they're coming back. Max Muncy's on his way back.
Oh yeah, the Walker. Go ahead, get the Walker back.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Shit. You put him on base, Shohei Ohtani will come and hit a home run, or Teoscar Hernandez.
You're not gonna. You said it yourself. It's gonna depend on heat, right? Who you said it earlier in the episode. You said it's gonna depend on who gets hot. Okay, and these Padres and Diamondbacks are way harder than your team. Okay,
we're still in August. This ain't September.
Oh, 2 weeks away. So worried. Yeah, man, you have a real shot. I never said you would finish in third. I think you will. But you said I'm saying it like it's gonna happen, like I'm predicting it. I think you might finish in third because those teams, the Padres and the Diamondbacks, they got the talent to do it, man. They always have. We always knew that these Diamondbacks and Padres teams had hitters. They just lacked the consistency, right? We knew this for a long time now. But the Dodgers, y'all ain't shit. You never been shit, and you never will be shit. So go ahead and keep winning some games. Go ahead and now we're gonna see when you match up against these Padres and Diamondbacks. We're gonna see.
Yeah, Yamamoto's coming back, bro. Yamamoto's coming back.
You keep saying
we're gonna have a lineup.
It was a tricep, and he's been gone for how long? I don't know. Come on now.
Yeah, he's gonna come back this week.
When do you play?
By the way, you heard it here first on Big Papi Podcast.
Are you reporting? You got sources or what? You talked to the Yamamoto family or what?
I have some insider information, bro.
Okay.
If you look at who's starting on Friday, they're still undecided because most likely they are trying to put in Yamamoto for that game.
Whatever, man.
They're just gonna have him, throw a couple balls tomorrow, see how he does, and if he does very well, he will be on the mound on Friday.
Whatever, man. Honestly, I could see either the Diamondbacks or the Padres whooping y'all in the playoffs if you do face off against them.
It's not gonna happen, man.
This year, man, they here, man, 9-1 in the last 10. That's insane. And
they're
Padres,
starting to get healthy.
The Padres, keep talking about health, bro. Please, you strengthen my argument for the Mickey Mouse one every single time you bring up health. But anyways, are you done? I'm done.
You're done because they're gonna finish first, and the Padres nor the Diamondbacks are going to take first place from the Dodgers. Tell you that much.
Yeah,
And I will put my last dollar on that.
Yeah, so just $1. Okay, good. Okay, we can move on because basically, I just don't think you're gonna finish first for the first time in God knows how long. You won't finish first. There's two teams on your ass. They're both hot, and they have decent pitching staffs. Okay, I know the closings of the Padres team. They have some closers that will fuck you up. Okay, so Lord knows you love to choke. So they got the perfect counter, and Robert Suarez specifically. Shout out Robert Suarez. That man. He comes on the pitch, and not the pitch. I'm talking Quidditch though. He comes on the field, and you guys are y'all in trouble. You ain't doing shit to that man. I've seen him. He's cooked me plenty of times when I'm on my bets. But anyways,
pitchers are coming back healthy. These players are going to come back healthy because Chris Taylor's coming back as well.
You can't do shit about this, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Because the only time you did it was
in October.
Was in 2020 in the Mickey Mouse run. That's how I'll bring that up to the fucking day I die. But anyways, let's get into the main event.
They still won the championship.
Let's get into the main event. What's the time so we know?
We're at 41 minutes.
Not bad. Okay. Let's go. We are talking. Last week we talked top 5 NFC quarterbacks. This week we're talking top 5 AFC quarterbacks. We're so creative. But anyways, you want to go first or should I go first?
I believe you should go first. I think you should.
All right.
Because
I'm worried now.
My top 5 are just awesome.
Okay. Yeah, whatever, man. Let me see here. All right. So my top 5, we are going to start with who I think will end up as the greatest of all time quarterback. A lot of people don't want to admit it. It's Patrick Mahomes, man. If you try to say he is not number 1, I will tear your ass apart on this podcast right the fuck now. But it's Patrick Mahomes, man. He has the accolades. Or 2. Fuck. Now I'm gonna say I don't know ball again, and you don't know either. You're not saying shit.
It's 3.
Okay, 3.
I'm telling you,
3 Super Bowls. There you go. I'm just saying it. You answered me late. 3 Super Bowls. One of them is back to back. 2 of them are back to back. He is 3rd overall in passing yards, and his completion percentage is 67%, which ranks him. Fucking computer! I swear to God. Told myself I would write these stats down this time, but yeah, completion percentage, he ranks 5th, okay? And he loses out to some workhorses at the end of the day. What is that noise? You somebody honking at you, or what, Silos?
For real, what the hell's going on?
What's going on, buddy?
Somebody calling out. Somebody
am
calling
I
out their baby mama or some shit. But go on.
Get your ass over here. Is that you? It better not be you, man. With your little soundboard. All right. Anyways,
I can't hear you.
It is. I think it is you. Okay. So yeah, Patrick Mahomes, number 1. Obviously, he has 3 Super Bowl titles, more than any other QB on my top 5. So, yeah, he's definitely number 1. It's not even a debate. So I'll move on to number 2. Lamar Jackson. I got Lamar at number 2. I just think he has the best package. Dude, is that you? Seriously, you gotta stop if it is you. Is it you? Are you honking your horn, or is it something outside? Now you're muted, just for the record, I think. Okay, why can't you hear me? Hold on, guys. We're having some technical difficulties here. Just stand by while we figure this shit out.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you, sir.
I can hear you. What is that? No, that's annoying.
Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you.
I can hear you. I don't know why you can't hear me.
All right. So I didn't hear your top 5, especially because this motherfucker out here honking the shit out of it. But I'll go ahead and I'll give you my top 5. And it's crazy. I can't really hear your reaction. It's just gonna be fucking awesome real quick.
Well, hold on.
So I'm gonna start with number 5.
You're fucking.
And I'm gonna go up to number 1. So my number 5 is somebody that didn't actually play last year, but I think he's gonna do really good with the receiving core that he has in Mike Williams, Garrett Wilson, and Alan Lazard, which is Aaron Rodgers at number 5. At number 4, I have, for the Buffalo Bills, I have Josh Allen, which, he's been solid every year after year. At number 3, I have the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow. And I believe that man is, if he stays healthy, he is definitely a different beast, and I think he can do some damage. And number 2, the number 2 quarterback on my list, people believe he is the greatest of all time, but he is not. I believe him too. And the only reason I'm choosing him at number 2 is because he's definitely not going to three-peat, and that's Patrick Mahomes.
That's crazy, dude. You're fucking stupid.
Yeah, you can say whatever the hell you want. Good thing I can't hear the shit out of you right now.
Well,
but at number 1,
won't hear me either. They won't hear me either, apparently. I don't know.
I have Lamar Jackson.
That's crazy, man.
And the reason I have Lamar Jackson is he has this one guy that just joined him that's going to be very hard to stop. And that's, you can pray all you want. Derrick Henry is a difference maker because he is going to either run down the middle, either that or they're going to run a run play option with Lamar Jackson holding the ball or even passing the ball or giving it to Derrick Henry. This team is going to be unstoppable. Yeah, you could do whatever you want. Unstoppable, my brother. Lamar Jackson, remember the name. He will be the number 1 quarterback at the end of the season.
Can you hear me now?
He will be the last quarterback standing this year.
Can you hear me now or no? Fuck. Oh my god, dude. So annoying. Why is this happening?
All right. I wish I could hear you right now.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
I swear it wasn't even. The mic wasn't muted or nothing. It was just. Oh my god! I don't even know what happened there. I think you were fucking with me the whole time. To be honest. Okay, all right, let me address your shit real quick. All right, let me. How the fuck do you not have Patrick Mahomes at number 1? Seriously, I know you're a Broncos fan, but that is ridiculous. Patrick Mahomes is a 3-time Super Bowl champion. You have literally made arguments for resume. Okay, you did not put Dak in your top 5 because he didn't have the resume. So what's this? Yo, what is going on out there? Are you in danger, man?
Sure.
Okay, now you're muted. Now you muted yourself. I know you're muted now. You're literally muted. It's saying your mic is a...
Yeah, go ahead. Say your piece, and then I'll go say my piece.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. I already did. I mean, I told you to tell me why you put Dak in the top 5 in the NFC. and you did not put Dak in the top 5, and then now you're gonna put Patrick Mahomes at number 2 because you're a Broncos fan and you're salty that he kicks your ass every year. I'm
sorry, sir. Just a reminder: the Broncos did beat Kansas City last year, so
okay, you had a lucky ass win on them. What was the score?
It doesn't fucking matter. Win is a fucking win, right?
You won by a fucking field goal, probably. I know you did.
Doesn't fucking matter. A win is a win.
I don't even have to look at the score to know.
You can win by an inch or a mile. Doesn't fucking matter.
My God. Oh shit! Oh my God! Whatever, man. That's crazy how you don't have Patrick at number 1, man. I don't care how big a hater you are.
That's because I think Lamar Jackson will win the Super Bowl with the Ravens this year, and the biggest reason is Derrick Henry.
Yeah. So who are you gonna? So Derrick Henry is top 5 quarterback then. Not Lamar Jackson, because you're talking about Lamar. We're talking about quarterbacks. You're bringing up Derrick Henry.
Yes, but at that point, who do you stop? Do you try to stop Derrick Henry? Do you try to stop Lamar Jackson? Who do you stop? Because he can either run it, or he can pass it. And trust me, he's a very accurate passer.
Patrick's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, and he don't need no Derrick Henry to do it. All right. So I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. What's gonna happen if they suspend Rashee Rice, his best receiver?
Doesn't fucking matter. He'll find a way to win.
Okay.
All right. Let me give you my list now. So I got. Since you went down from 5 to 1, I'll do the same. So instead of Aaron Rodgers, I have C.J. Stroud. And C.J. Stroud just has the statistics to back it up. He's the lowest QB in interceptions. He takes care of the ball. He's up there in passing yards. I think he's top 5 in passing yards, and his completion rate is a little lower. But he's a rookie, so we have to expect. We can't give him too much shit for that because it's his first year. But C.J. Stroud, number 5, he went to the divisional, and he got bounced, but still very impressive performance from a rookie. So I think he's earned top 5.
Very impressive.
He's earned top 5. Number 4, I got Josh Allen. I think we matched on that, right? You also have him 4?
Absolutely, yes.
We don't need to. He's a stat machine. I have him at 4 because he hasn't won a bowl or made a Super Bowl yet, and he leads the league in interceptions. The man is a turnover machine. He just sometimes I feel like he just jams that shit and prays it gets a super receiver. So 4, Josh Allen. Joe Burrow, got him at 3. He's made the bowl. Okay, he was injured last year, so I got to knock him down a bit. I would have him 2, but he's got the stats obviously to back it up, and the resume. He makes the AFC Championship. Pretty sure at least twice, maybe 3 times now. I know they regularly face off against the Chiefs. I know that at least twice they face off against the Chiefs. And so the body of work is there. The Super Bowl appearance is there. He just lost to Matt Stafford, and the man is a fucking monster, right? So number 2, I got Lamar Jackson. So you and I have 2 and 1 switch because I got Mahomes at 1. Like I said, apparently you couldn't hear me. I don't know if that's. I don't know if I'm assuming the rest of the people can't hear me either. I don't know. So if you didn't hear me, I was saying Mahomes because I actually was gonna go 1 to 5, but I heard him go 5 to 1, so I switched it. So Mahomes is number 1. Lamar is 2. Mahomes has 3 Super Bowls. Lamar has none. Okay, and Lamar doesn't even have a Super Bowl appearance. And I put Lamar at 2 because he finally might have been his first one, I'm not sure, his AFC Championship game where he barely lost to the Mahomes. Right? The score was close, I think.
It was, I believe, 10-17 if I'm not mistaken.
I'll confirm that. I have it here. Hold on. I got it here. 10-17. Yeah, they lost by a TD. Okay. Problem is, and I actually spoke to somebody about this, and he told me that Lamar, when he should run the ball, he doesn't. At least in this game, he had multiple times where he should have been running the ball, and he lets the haters and the critics get into his head that he's running QB, he's a running back playing quarterback, and that's not right. I think people are scared of Lamar truly because of what he can do. Okay. he can run it just as well as any running back can, and he can throw it as good as the best throwing quarterbacks can. Okay, we know this because you have him at 1, so it's not like you can disagree with this shit. Yeah,
absolutely not.
I think he lets the haters and the critics get to his head, and he'll when he should run it, because we know he can do that. He'll try to throw it. You know, he'll be in the pocket, and he won't have anyone open, and he'll try to force it instead of using those legs that God gave him. Right, and I think people that hate on Lamar, I think they're just scared of the man because he's inspiring a movement of young athletic quarterbacks. Okay, that are gonna use their legs, and those people are scared, right? That we're gonna see a lot more black QBs come up and take these white QBs' jobs because that's just how it is. Look at Lamar. Look at Patrick Mahomes. Look at C.J. Stroud. Look at Jalen Hurts. There's just so many promising up and coming quarterbacks who throw the ball and who can run it, and you won't see that shit from Joe Burrow or Josh Allen or, I mean, the most athletic guy was Aaron Rodgers that I can remember. He was the guy who could actually run it, and he does not compare to any of the guys I just named. He's just athletic and he can run it, but he's still not these guys.
I'm sorry, sir. You forgot Steve Young, sir. He was a runner.
Oh my God, Steve Young, bro. Was I even alive when he was playing?
I hope so. All right, then we'll go a little bit more recent than Michael Vick.
Was it? I know Michael Vick was black, right?
Yes.
So why are you bringing up? I'm talking about white quarterbacks that run it. Why are you bringing up a black quarterback?
Steve Young, then, because you don't know who Steve Young is.
I started watching in 17, man. Okay, what can I say?
Shit! Yeah. Fuck.
You're talking to a young
bro. You missed out on great years.
I'm gonna hear it from you. Anyways, so yeah, I think Lamar, something he needs to get out of his head, dude. Play your game. Don't worry about what the haters say. Haters gonna hate. For years, I've been hearing people shit on Lamar because he's a running back playing quarterback. Man, shut the fuck up, man. He's a baller. He throws.
He's a quarterback.
He's a quarterback, man, and he can throw it with the best of these quarterbacks, right? That's why I got him at 2. Got Patrick at 1 because he got those titles, and he puts up the numbers year after year. He produces, and as much as this delusional ass man wants to tell me that it's not true, it's true. Okay, that's my list. Patrick 1, Lamar 2. Joe Burrow at 3.
Lamar number 1.
Josh Allen number 4. And C.J. Stroud at 5. That's your list.
We'll see what the last man standing is at the end of the year.
Go ahead and repeat your list real quick so people know that you're delusional.
At number 5, Aaron Rodgers. Number 4, Josh Allen. Number 3, Joe Burrow. Number 2, Patrick Mahomes. Emphasis on Patrick Mahomes. And number 1, Lamar Jackson, who will... and probably won't even have to beat him because you know what? If Joe Burrow stays healthy, Joe Burrow will take care of Patrick Mahomes like he's done the past couple times.
I don't know what you're
That's his kryptonite, if you didn't know.
I don't know what you're talking about, but all right, let's move on. Are you good, or you wanna? I'm good.
I'm good. I don't need to prove that Lamar Jackson's number 1. He is number 1.
Delusional as hell, bro. 3-time Super Bowl champion, and he's not number 1. Who has dethroned him? Nobody's dethroned the man, bro. And he's going 3-peat this year. Okay, if he 3-peats this year, would you make him number 1, or are you still gonna triple down on bullshit?
You're talking hypothetical, sir. You're talking hypothetical. We don't talk hypothetical here.
You love to talk hypothetical. That's your favorite thing to do, actually.
He ain't gonna. He will not. And I repeat, he will not 3-peat. There's no freaking way.
The NFL's gonna make sure about it with Taylor Swift and the Swifties, man. They like the money that they bring in, so
they can bring all the money they want, but at the end of the day, Swifties will be out.
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry,
Anyways,
ladies.
we're trying to cut this podcast short. What's the time? Are we gonna have the shortest podcast?
It's time for the Gen Hour at minute 59.
Woo! Okay, I'm gonna run through my shit quickly. Actually, can you go first?
Absolutely, because I'm always ready to go, my good sir.
Why you gotta do
And
that?
like always, and like a good damn degenerate, I love my team. I'm gonna go Dodgers money line.
God, Well, you love pain, I see. That's what it is.
Absolutely. But then I'm going to take a very, very big underdog at plus 225 Nationals money line.
Why is it so high? Oh, they're playing the Phillies.
They're playing the Phillies.
Oh, that's not bad.
And they will
actually. I mean, they got a decent pitcher on the mound, and Wheeler gets cracked all the fucking time. It seems like at this point. I don't know. I have no faith in Wheeler at this point.
So, and then to end it all off at the end, I have Braves Giants under 3.5 in the first 5.
Oh, you chose the 3.5. Did that get lowered, or are you just being a degen and taking more?
No, it's at 3.5 currently.
It was at 4 earlier. So, all right. So, in order, that's fuck, marry, kill, right? What you just said.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, I got. Let me see real quick. Let me make sure I'm looking at the pictures right before I make a choice. I'm in between. I don't know which one to call my fuck and which one to call my kill, to be honest. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. But I'll probably go... I'll go the opposite of you. So what I'll do... I'll go my fuck. I'm going to take the over on the Mets Athletics game. Okay? I'm not sure exactly what they have it at right now, but... I'm going over. I just think it's going to be a scoring fest. I mean, over the past 2 games, they've hit the over with 10 runs in today and then 13 the day before. So that's my fuck. And you know when I bet
that's
on
everybody's cue to do the under.
Go ahead, take the under. It's gonna be a 1-0 game because it happens all the time. My Mary will be I'm actually gonna go under the same as you, but it's gonna be my Mary. Under 3, I don't know. 3.5 seems kind of low, but I'll go a little different. I'll go under 4. You can choose the. You should be able to choose a lower under. It's gonna be a little less value, but I think I saw it at under 4 earlier today, and it was at like minus 120, minus 125. So just go with that. It's safer than at least 4 will avoid the line, and you'll be safer than that way. This Jen likes to risk it all, so under
risk it for the biscuit.
Under 4 on the Braves Giants. They got Logan Webb and they got Max Fried on the mound. Okay, and then we got the kill. I'm going with. I'm betting on the Brewers, man. I'm gonna take the Brewers to win it. Straight up, I think Tobias Myers is one of the better pitchers the Brewers have to offer, and to be honest, one of the better pitchers in the league. He's had multiple games where he's held, in the past 3 games, he's allowed 2 runs over 16 innings. That is very impressive work. Lord knows the Dodgers love to just shit the bed when it matters, and Jack Flaherty got lit up against the Pittsburgh Pirates of all fucking teams. He gave up 4 earned runs 5 days ago against the Pirates, okay?
And just to make sure, they did win that game, correct?
Does it matter? You gave up 4
because
runs.
I was there. It doesn't matter. Who won the game?
You got shelled. That's the idea.
They still won the game.
You're playing a different team, and to be honest, as much as I shit on the Brewers, they're better than the Pirates. But anyways, that's it. I'm going to repeat my fucking list real quick. The fuck is the over on the Mets Athletics game. The Mary is going to be the under 4 Braves Giants. And the kill is going to be the fucking Brewers, because every time I bet against or for the Dodgers, I lose. So that's my kill. Go ahead, give your shit so we can send this shit off.
So mine's again Dodgers money line, Nationals money line, and then the Braves Giants under 3.5 in the first 5.
Sick. All right, this is the shortest episode we've had yet. Surprisingly so, because I spent 22 minutes talking about Quidditch of all things. But we will be covering Quidditch. If any Quidditch people actually got to the end, I doubt you did, but because Lord knows the community doesn't support the content we put out. But hey, we're gonna cover Quidditch. We'll probably talk 15-minute segments, maybe less. It'll be like one of the segments that we have, and it won't be that common, to be honest. It'll be every now and then, because I know it's a niche thing. But if we do get Quidditch viewers, they're gonna want to hear the Quidditch, right? So we gonna talk about it, and maybe we get some subscribers or followers. But hey, it's a shot I'm taking. Anything to grow the podcast, right? Anyways, so this has been the Certified Boogeyman, Tony Gomez, for the people that know me don't know me yet. It's Tony G, and Yeah, that's been the episode. The shortest one yet. We getting better. Go ahead, Silos. Send us off, man.
All right, man. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, this is Silos because I didn't get an intro because this man just started going off on Quidditch. But it's all good. It's all right. You know, we're going to have some fun. And I'm going to just laugh when Lamar Jackson is the last man standing at the end of the season.
3-time Super Bowl champion. 3 back-to-backs. 4-time. 4-time.
Okay.
3-time. 3, 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now it's 6. He's going to go for 6 in a row.
Yeah. Hey, if Brady, who is the greatest of all time, couldn't do it, Mahomes will not do it.
He will be surpassed.
I will guarantee that shit.
Right. We're done because I don't want to go over too long. Let's go.
All right.
Cut it.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Peace out.